You know what shocked me when researching this series? Nigeria isn't in a full-scale war like Sudan or Iran, yet we are ranked in the same category like them when it comes to passports. Meanwhile, countries in the EU that we barely talk about like Slovakia, Romania, Croatia, Bulgaria are top 13, miles ahead every African nation. This isn't about privilege, it's about progress. It's about the work we as Africans need to do to make our passports even stronger. And if this is not a wake-up call to African leaders, I don't know what will ever wake them up. Look at Namibia. They are not the richest or the loudest country, but they were bold enough to stand up to Western governments and demand for reciprocity of visas, because these Western countries can come into Namibia visa-free, but Namibia cannot come into their countries visa-free. So now Namibia is asking for fair treatment. So if you can come into our country visa-free, let's also be able to come into your country visa-free. Guess what? They had the confidence to do that because they are not hiding drug scandals or political skeletons. But in Nigeria, the Tinubu drug file is now being discussed in the US government. So let's be realistic. How can we challenge these systems with a straight face? For everyone that engaged, shared, commented, and watched this series, I really thank you. And I just wanted to read some of the comments that came in. I was able to respond to some and not to everything. So I want to share some of the comments we got on that series with you. This one says, I still like the Nigerian passport, even if it's only visa-free to 2 countries. The real issue is Nigerians overstaying visas, lying for asylum, and damaging our reputation. It's not just the government, it's us too. I like this kind of patriotism, and this person was spitting facts. We also have ourselves to hold accountable. Like I said in the second episode in the series, some of the reasons why our passport is weak is not just because of only our government. That is a huge part of it, but also the way Nigerians also behave abroad is also contributing to the weakness of our passports. Another comment. When I had a US green card, I still traveled with my Nigerian passport, and the disrespect I got at immigration was painful. Now that I've become a US citizen, things are different. That blue passport carries weight. Nigeria's doesn't, and it hurts. Preach! Preach! I personally I shared my story with you guys how I had to buy another ticket because I was using my Nigerian passport to travel into Canada. So yeah, the Nigerian passport will really show you Pepe. The Nigerian passport is not very strong. If you travel a lot and carry a strong passport, you will so appreciate it. First of all, you don't have to go and do any visa, go anywhere. You can just do like e-visa, or you don't have to start applying for visa, long and short. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to having a very strong passport. Another comment. Sometimes I feel embarrassed being Nigerian. One time someone asked me where I'm from and immediately followed it with Boko Haram, right? What do you even say to that? This comment touched me. Like, I can feel your pain, because sometimes it's like the sins of the fathers, something you did not do. Maybe you are just a normal, hardworking person doing your thing, and because of what has been done before, people now use it to judge you. But yeah, what can we do? As Nigerians, wherever we find ourselves, we have to also represent our country better, so that if you say, Nigerians, I know Nigerians, they are very crafty people, or they are very sketchy people, but I know this girl, she's a Nigerian. I know this guy, he's a Nigerian. That means not all Nigerians are like that. So we can change the narrative. It's painful, but it's what it is. But we, our own, can change our narrative. And finally, this comment. Even Dangote, the richest black man alive, travels with his Nigerian biometric passports. People say it's weak, but biometric passports are powerful. We just don't understand how they work. Please, is there any other kind of passport? I don't understand which one is biometric passport. Do we have another kind of Nigerian passport? I don't really understand. I hear this sentiment a lot. People comparing everyday Nigerian to Dangote. Dangote is not your everyday Nigerian. He's a very rich man. Very, very rich. So the way he's treated will be different from the way you are treated, the way I am treated. So he's not the example we should be giving. Let's talk about everyday Nigerians and their struggles. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Now, some people say we are damaging Nigeria's image by speaking up like this, as if we keep quiet, things will just get better on their own. But silence isn't strength. It is denial. We can't continue to live in denial, or else we won't have a country to leave for our children. We can love our country and still tell it the truth. At the end of the day, you can't fix what you don't want to face. This isn't where the story ends. In our next series, we are going to be talking about the Canada you were promised. And this is not about those lovely photos of beautiful Canadian landscapes or just about how polite the people of Canada are. We're going to be talking about real things immigrants experience in Canada, aside from all those social media photos. Because while others have made the bold move to return back to Nigeria, there are others that are still trying to leave Nigeria by all means. And there are others that are still in Canada, wondering if this was the life they signed up for. It's not all doom and gloom. We're going to talk about it all as it is. No hype, no bashing, just the truth. You won't want to miss this one. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and watch out for our next series. Bye.